Hello everyone and welcome to a new stream here on Access the Animus. My name is Marco and today we're going to stream the Tombs of the Fallen activity for Valhalla. This is a new activity. We're gonna get into that and into how cool it is. I really like it for what I've tried. And it's an activity that is available after you download the recent update 1.4.0 that has been released today. So basically this is a new activity that you might find once you have downloaded the patch, and basically it's an activity that involves us, Eivor, going through 4 tombs that, we can basically say it at this point, this is the final delivery of the Odin Runes mystery, and pretty much this is what we're going to see in this stream. This stream will be solely focused on this, so we're gonna pretty much go through the various tombs, and we're gonna start by here. Sary, can you please show the position in the map, because there's no quest indicator this time. So this is where everything starts. There's no quest. This is an activity. That's why it's not called properly a quest, even officially. And you have to go here in the settlement.
It is not a good sign. Have you ever known anything like this?
What is going on?
Across the river, the animals have lost their senses. My very pig chewed through her fence and plunged into the river. She tried to swim across.
Oh, I have seen crows attacking one another. Perhaps this is serious. It is concerning. My raven may see better. Sunan!
And there we go. This is the actual prompt that shows that this is about the Odin Runes. It is a mystery that the community has been trying to go through for
Sunan herself has lost
months.
Something must be done.
Do you think we are in danger? I will look into it.
Okay then, a lot of noise because of the animals are scared, something is affecting them somehow. And while Sary is going there, hello everyone in the chat. Hi Biba Gamer, hi Skata, Booyar, Red Erudito, you made it to the stream at the start. And yeah, Skata is suggesting to use the Raven. So you can see actually the indicator to where the rune is. This is going to show us where the rune is also in the other locations. I'm not live, am I? Is this working? Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, I think so. So yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Yes, there's no quest directly. You have to start from the docks. And this is the first interaction. And you will see that this is about the issue from the start. So, for the hardcore fans and the longtime fans in general, this is a very different kind of content compared to the other ones available for free. So we have a document at the start, and it's written by Manius Calvisius, an engineer to one of the Roman emperor. We're gonna see that later. And basically, during the Roman times, this engineer found this kind of tombs. And we'll have Sary explore them. And in the meantime, I'm going to have a look at the chat. I've been doing pretty great, Skada. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? It's been a few interesting days for sure, like with a lot of content to prepare. And some more that we have lined up, especially after this content you know, was released. I tried a bit of it. There's something really interesting about it. Hey Kage, welcome to the stream. So happy you made it and you were able to catch it. As you can see, like the story here already, as we saw earlier, is that this Roman engineer found these tombs and came here for a reason that we'll see later. And so all the Roman buildings here are pretty much caused or built by him. And not only the Roman buildings, but we're gonna see there's a lot of like traps. Not here specifically, but still. And this is the explanation. The emperor that we were talking about is Nero. So basically in this document that you will find here, Nero is telling that there are the barbarians of Britain, there is the Britons, have taken to gathering at the tombs of their heroes. And if they were to continue doing that, they might cause like a sincere a potential for a rebellion. So basically the soothsayer of Nero told him, you cannot destroy the tombs of the various Britons that can be found in England. So the idea for Nero is like Nero told Manius to get to England and to create these traps around the tombs of the fallen Britain's heroes without destroying the tombs themselves. So basically that's why we're seeing traps. By the tombs at their end, they are intact. And this basically is a tutorial. Like this is how the various puzzles are going to work. Most of the puzzles are, based on my experience, they're pretty okay, like easy to okay. I think I got stuck only once or twice.
I need to place something on this.
You have to put the various like these weights in the specific spherical locations, and then there's the, as you can see, Sary is going to show you. Leo! Oh my god! Welcome to the stream.
This could be useful.
And so many of you guys. Hello, hello Berg, hello Bielik, hello Brandon. Welcome everyone to the stream. There will be, there's not properly guides. You have to start at the docks in Ravensthorpe, and then you will see a first prompt. But the prompt to the tombs are there anyway. So at any time after you have downloaded the patch, you will be able to find the tombs.
This is the ancient work of Romans.
So Eivor is finding out that these are the work of the Romans, but if you see here, it's not only the work of the Romans, as you can see here. And this is the start of the quest. So this is really probably more for hardcore fans, and I would say also long-time fans, because there's a lot of exploration, navigation, classic tombs, classic AC tombs in a way. You have to do your parkour stuff, which is not super nice in Valhalla, but still. And this basically is a document where our engineer Manius is saying that after putting all the traps in all the tombs, he still is here in front of a final door, that is the one we see on the left. Not this one, this one on the left, down here. Like, this is the final door that we will probably have to open, who knows, at some point. And that Manius, the engineer, the Roman engineer, wasn't able to open. Instead, we have this huge stele here, and if we interact, we will see what this is about. As we can see, all of this is about the Isu, with a Roman engineer finding out about them.
Is this England? Odd. Some locations are marked.
Yes, Leo, this is what I was looking for as well. So as you can see, like, this huge stele, which should date back to the Isu times, is actually meant to represent England. And if you have a look at it, these are basically the locations of the Odin Runes, of 4 of the 6 Odin Runes that are located in England. The one where we are at is this one, exactly. This one is the one in front of Ravensthorpe. And then we will have one in East Anglia, one in Nottinghamshire, and one in Shropshire. So basically, these are the 4 that are available now. And as we saw, Sary was able to find a key for Manius's workshop. So basically, Manius found these tombs and then created his workshop here in order to place all the contraptions and all the traps around the several tombs of the Breton heroes that were killed by the Romans, basically. Hello, Whisperer of the Shadow. Hello, Jory. Aditya, welcome to the stream. So nice to see you again. Here are some notes by Manius in the meantime. This, like, he's saying that the task that Nero gave me is madness. But still, like, even if it's nonsensical, I will do that anyway. So as we can see, like, this is the workshop.
Workshop of a madman.
There are some traps, or attempted traps, here. And these are the notes by Manius. Like, Manius, he's saying, this is what I tried. There's a note here about testing the traps on animals. Bad Manius. And this is the first trap that we're gonna meet. And there's first item here. We're gonna find equipment, like items of an equipment set in every tomb. And by acquiring them, we're going to complete the tombs. So, like, the first one is thankfully a hood. It's at the bottom, yes. So, and as you can see, it's an Isu armor, because it has, like, the yellow bit on the side. And they can be enhanced, so there's 3 different visual versions of this. I'm curious to see what you guys are talking about in, like, about the ending of this. Try not to spoil it too much. But yes, like, there's 3 tombs to find along with this one. And now that we have found the first one, we have to go and find the other ones. And we don't have any prompts to it. So the only way to find it is either use the Isu map of England, or go on YouTube and find the locations of the Isu, of the Odin Runes. Because we basically know them, and I hope I remember some of them so we can show you, because this is like a tutorial kind of tomb. This was very easy. It was very easy to do it. Hey, Aquila Assassin, welcome to the stream. No, it's not a reskin of the other Isu armor. The helmet also is not a reskin, but I think the if you have seen the teaser pictures for the Tombs of the Fallen activity, there's it's a different equipment set. I'm not sure if it's a reskin of some others, probably, but not of the other Isu. It's not here. I don't remember. I will never remember those. So okay, I can. Let me see if I can find it again. They were. Absolutely don't remember. I think they were around here. Yes, I took the pictures. Yes, thank me, thank myself. But yeah, okay. So this is the first one we're gonna try. All the tombs have a color palette of their own. We'll see pretty soon. You have to cross the river, Sary, I think, and then go there. If you fly with Sunin, you're gonna see where they are located from afar. I think that was intentional because, like, these sort of like vortex is nothing real. It's there for you to see because there's no quest indicator to find them. Yeah. Yes, in Venusius' tomb there's something lore related specifically. As Valerio said, it's pretty interesting, and it ties to another side activity that was added with the post launch. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, unless we get there. So, shall we? As you can see, we got the our Isu horse because we felt like it's appropriate for this kind of activity. Have you figured out how to open doors on the? No, not yet. Working on it. I'm not sure even if it's if it can be opened at this stage. And this scene is pretty cool. There are symbols of the what was believed to be the Isu language before the actual Isu language was introduced with Valhalla. This is another document by Manius. It shows that he was just by chance he was able to get into the tombs. So during the Roman times, Manius was able to just by chance to get into the Isu locations. And this is the tomb of Boudica, who was one of the Breton chieftains. We're gonna get into that later. And as I mentioned earlier, each tomb has a dedicated color palette. Like this one is very much green and yellow. The other ones are more. This is like centered around moss, and there's a lot of traps in this one. The other ones are centered around. Good one, good job. The other ones are centered around water and ice. They kind of felt a bit like when you get into them, they kind of feel kind of like the Legend of Zelda vaults or like temples, because like this is like heavily focused on like visually it's like green and grass and everything. There's like one is focused on water, another on ice. There might be more in the future, who knows? The festival is in 2 days, Brandon. Yes, that's true. I'm having a look at your comments in the meantime, while Sary is finding her way through the caves here. In this one, there's also going to be poison gas. And there's like walls of spikes. If you go against them, you're gonna get damaged. And we are going to find the first cutscene dedicated to the puzzles. This kind of feels like Prince of Persia in a way, where it shows you all the puzzles that you will have to go through before getting to the end. Very Prince of Persia-like. Incognito. As I said, the door can't be opened yet. There's still 2 more tombs to be explored. Yes. That's my opinion and understanding as well. If you go to the other 2 tombs that are in Hamptonshire, you won't be able to enter them. The Odin Runes will be enlightened. They will not be just like passively painted on the wall. They will have like a light blue Easter-like light through them, but that's about it. So it feels like at the end of this, you haven't completed the Odin Runes just yet. And to be honest, we should also remember that there's 3 Odin Runes in the Ireland map. So there might be like 3 tombs this time, apart from the main one. 3 tombs in another update, and 3 tombs in a final update, containing the Irish ones as well. This is all speculation at this point. Can you do that mark 3 spots before going? What do you mean, Brandon? And this is kind of like a non-violent mode in a way, apart from, you know, if you get yourself damaged through the traps. There's no fighting in here. Like this is pure exploration, pure, you know, navigation, environmental puzzles. They are. Honestly, this is something I think that we were missing and have been missing for quite some time. And with also an interesting payoff-ish. Interesting payoff-ish, because this is not completed, to my understanding. Like there's 2 more to do, and the ones in Ireland as well. But yes. As you can see, we're not done yet. We have to... Good. We have to bring 2 weights at the in the final room. And we have to be very careful. Very careful. Good. And there we have our weight, but then we will have to bring it back, and it will take us some time. And this means, depending on how good Sary is while navigating, we might not be able to do all 3 tombs. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in these situations, you will have to, well, maybe not like this, but you will have to throw the torch to the gas and then walk through it. So you drop the weight, get another torch, throw it to the gas, and let's go. Using Joe Raptor's words. So yeah, this section it's the only one like this. But as you might have seen at this, that was not a perfect shot. There's also a pit in the main hall of this, let's call it dungeon or tomb. You can go there and get some objects and items and money in there. It's not mandatory, but you can. You have to tread very carefully, even though the road that you have to go through is pretty much highlighted in white. Like here you can see a white cloth, and then there's white dust here. And then here, what will you have to do? Exactly. Nice. Do these tombs hold a candle to AC to tombs? Would say ish. They are very good. Like this is all. They are all Isu tombs, so it's not. It's interesting for hardcore fans as well, but they are not about assassins. You will not find assassins here or assassin tombs or anything like that. But in terms of navigation and puzzles, they are very interesting for sure. I stayed in this puzzle for like 20 minutes. I don't know how. It was super easy. But yeah, you have to go that way. The runes in Island glow? Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for mentioning that. It means that they are going to be actually used in the future. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Thank you, Bielik. I was really amazed by the amount of opals hidden in the tombs. Yes. There's quite a number. Not more than 5 to 10, but still way more than expected. In my opinion as well. It reminds you of Portal. What do you mean? Oh, because of the puzzles? Yeah, Aquila. You will not find assassins here, and it kinda baffled. No, this is I think where you are getting back. So you have to go through the zip line. Sorry? Oh, you're exploring. Okay. I mean, hey, lady. Yes, like the other thing the only thing probably that I didn't like about this was that still at the beginning Eivor is surprised after seeing the ISO architecture and everything. And the reason for that is that this is available to everyone that have even just started the game after doing the Leicestershire or Grantham-Shire arc. So Eivor is not supposed to know anything about the Isu, and that's why she's reacting like that. But like for players that have finished the game and even maybe the DLCs, seeing that Eivor doesn't know anything about the Isu is pretty weird, to put it lightly. Hello Semperfi! Welcome to the stream. The armor set perk is actually so cool. I haven't tried it yet. If I got it correctly, you have to, like, if you are hit, there's like a wave or something that hits the enemies around you, something like that. The road was good. Try and go back. I think Sary missed something here. Yeah. So you can put the weight here in this platform while waiting. And basically, as in every game, the things that you have to interact with are highlighted in yellow. This is something that happens a lot in the Resident Evil games, for example, but also in other games. Careful. So yeah, basically this will show you that you have to to move this stone around without getting hurt too much. And it will act as a stepping stone for you to jump with the weight in your hands. Oh yeah, okay. It's like carrying the companion cube. Yes, pretty much. Kind of feels like that. Even before that, you don't even have to have completed any of the arcs. Actually, they're actually tied just to you having a settlement. Like, there's no quests. There's no. There is a storyline connected to this, but it doesn't involve any character, and no character from the settlement other than the generic people that we saw at the beginning. So yeah. Valeria, at least the 3 new skills will let you use the points from the Stonehenge Mystery. Yes! Yes! That's true. Almost. I think... Can you make it? Actually, what I did was bringing the stone here and throwing the weight from up the stone. And then you jump on the stone and go beyond. Yes, this is free, Pinche Roberto. It is free after you download the patch 1.4.0, which is also free. And after you have downloaded the patch, you can play the tombs. You should put it in there. Yeah, the new skills I haven't tested yet. I haven't tested them yet, but on paper I read the description and they are pretty cool. I didn't even spend any second out of the tomb or even trying stuff. I just did spend all the free time I had at my disposal in the tombs. Pretty satisfied by it. I haven't shared any opinion yet, but like I'm pretty positively surprised by this. Out of the free expansions for the game, I think it's one of the best, if not the best. At least for hardcore fans. Even if it's not complete, I'm not sure if it's complete or not, but anyway, it's like super interesting, super involving. The exploration is very nice. You don't feel too much the weight of the parkour that is not working too well, because I mean it is what it is at this point. But yeah, it is accessible starting today. Yeah, the close camera mode can be annoying. I agree. It can be pretty annoying in these situations, especially when you are super close to the walls. We still have something to do. And Sary is about to do it, I think. Yes. We still have something to do here. Yes, the patch, the main content introduced by the patch, as Arsenius is saying, is the tombs and a new festival, but there's going to be also 3 skills. There's a lot of fixes as well, and the festival will bring rewards as well. This one is also bringing a new equipment set. And there's a lot of free content, or almost free content, on the Ubisoft Connect platform as well. You can find already today the Valravan Sword, which was designed by the members of the Mentors Guild, and some of the members here at Access the Animus as well. Even though it costs 100 units. Careful! Ouch. There's a... there. And then you can find the Mentor's Guild tattoo, which should be free. And I think there's something else available for free on the Ubisoft Connect platform. I don't remember. But yes. The festival has a release date. It's this Thursday, which is November the 11th. And it will last until December the 2nd, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So you have 1 month to complete all the activities. Compared to this, which is heavily Isu focused, the festival will be a lot of magic stuff. So you're warned if you are a hardcore fan. But yes, like this is... I would say that patch 1.4.0 is introducing something for everyone, for every kind of AC fan. You can go down and explore or not. It's not mandatory, and it's not mandatory for the story. You have one more thing to do here, Sary. I don't know what that is. Yes. It's just throwing weights around. Yeah. Have we learned what the 3 tombs artifacts do? No. Not yet, at least. I haven't had enough time to think about it. Careful, careful. And language, lady. Oh wow. All right. But it's a proper reaction while you're playing, and we are at the end of the first tomb. And as we can see, like the camera is waving a bit. We're kind of tipsy. We are in the final part of the tomb. And we are about to find the final room. And
who disturbs my centuries-long slumber? I well deserve this rest. When my husband, chief of the Iceni, died, the Romans broke their promise to us. They took our lands, cattle, crops, our horses, and boats. They defiled my daughters, then me. As I am a fiery temper, with my husband's sword, I hacked through their legions. I burned their camps at Colchester, London, Albanus, desecrated Roman tombs, let flow rivers of Roman blood. But there were too many. Defeated, I drank poison rather than give myself to their sweaty hands. I am Boudica.
And that was the first encounter. This is the first tomb that we've done. Matteo, welcome to the stream. Yes, this is a free expansion. And this part, I think Eivor is not speaking to the dead. I think there's like in front of Eivor, you can see there's some kind of incense, or I don't know how to call it, like that smoking thing. And I think that's some kind of like a vision that Eivor is having. I don't think that's real. And that happens in all the tombs. So basically, there's always like some incense going around. And as usual, like the non-Isu part, they are explained by illusions or... so yeah, I'm not a huge fan about this part as well. Or it's a pre-recorded message, as the DJ is saying. It feels like some kind of projection. Eivor, I don't think Eivor is talking to her, is she? Maybe? No? Yeah, in true modern AC Valhalla post-launch fashion, there is no defined explanation. Yes, there is not. Once you are done with the tomb, I suggest looking around as Sary is doing, because there's still something that you need to find in every tomb, and one of these is here. One of them is here. Each of the tomb has one.
What is this? Awesome. Why did I say that?
And that is...
There must be some place where these words are useful.
There must be some place where these things must be placed. I think these are the artifacts that you have to find and use and place somewhere. I think these are the key at the end of the activity. I still haven't found a way to use them. I'm not sure. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. Finally you catch us doing the stream. Does it reset the tubes? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it resets. I don't think so. I've gone back to one of the tombs that I completed, and it stays completed. So I'm not sure if it resets if you go back. But once you open it, you can just go back. It doesn't reset. I'm not sure. I don't think so. The question is, who put the essence there? Yes. I will tell you this. When you're done with the activity, there will still be some lingering questions, and not just because it might not be fully complete, but also if you are a hardcore fan or a fan in general, you can always find questions that are kind of like unanswered here, and in the recent games especially. But yeah, basically, yeah, like you would like, careful. Were you blocked? No. Okay. So like you might ask yourself, yes, Manus found the tombs and placed all the traps, but like, how did the Britons find the tombs themselves? Because like these tombs, these are the tombs of the fallen heroes of the Britons. So it means that when they were killed, they were placed in these tombs, and you would wonder why or how that happened. So the second one is in Shropshire. It's the Cassivellaunus one, and we are not in Shropshire, I guess. So it should be around... I remember it should be around here, maybe. I think you get here, and it's kind of here. Let's try, who knows. There should be a lot of pictures that I took, but apparently they're not there. Did you know where the fourth artifact is? I don't think there is a fourth one. I don't think there is. Unless it's the Odin Eye. Who knows? Pop plays, what do you mean by PC specs? We are... yeah, it's straight here. We are playing on Xbox One X, but it's scaled at 1080p. It's not 4K yet. We're trying to get there as well soon, hopefully.
Show me what lies ahead.
There's not an exit path. Ish. Again, like there's an exit path for the second and the third two, like the Cassivellaunus and the Nutius one. They have sort of an exit path. No, actually, they have an exit path, a proper one. No document here, if I am not mistaken. And this is the one based on a water theme. This is about Cassivellaunus, who was also a Breton chieftain who fought the Romans. Kid Goku, this is a DLC. It's actually an activity that is made available by downloading patch 1.4.0. So yeah, this is it's not from the main game, even though I wouldn't have disliked having this in the main game, honestly. But I'm pretty happy to have it even now. This is like proper or semi-proper Isu stuff. Yes, we have found the two artifacts. In the stream we have found one. Took me quite a while to find the one in here, in the second one. And the third one is also very hidden. Mateus, I was expecting more from the tombs thing, I don't know. It depends on your expectations, I would say. Like, this is proper, like I mentioned earlier, this is proper, pure exploration and navigation. There's no fight, there's no quest, there's no limitation. So it's not about mastery in gameplay. It's more about being ingenious in a way, finding a way to crack the puzzles and get to the end. With some kind of Isu reward. So I would say it's a type of content that is more for a different kind of player than the players that are targeted by the Mastery Challenge. As you can see, every tomb has this Prince of Persia-like introduction. Jose, yes, I'm not sure about Connor's and Edward's legacy outfits, but there are rumors about a Revelations outfit. It's not confirmed yet, though, so not sure. What do you think of these so far? Is asking Scatha. I would say pretty positively impressed. Considering this is free content, it's a side update. It has exploration. It's like these are proper tombs. It has like the Isu element as well. It has a mystery side to it as well, so like you're going through it, you don't know what to expect in front of you. You have puzzles to unravel. I think this is very not similar, but like very much reminding of the tombs from AC2 and the tombs from Origins as well. And the caves are very nice. Like the visuals are astounding, I would say. Like the ice tomb is very nice, and also I'm always super interested in the Roman kind of content within Valhalla. So like this has Roman and Isu stuff at the same time, even just in terms of visual and architecture. Like very I really like this, honestly. Yes, and yes. Like, careful, guys, in the chat. There's some spoilers, as Scappa mentioned, but yes, there's something that we're going to find in a third tomb. I'm not sure if we're able to show it during this stream. Maybe yes, maybe not. That ties this to the Mastery Challenge, and it's a lore tie. Strange, but yes. So yeah, hopefully we can get there. is possibly that the artifacts must be placed somewhere in Manu's workshop. I would imagine yes. I'm not sure where there, because they seem to be first civilization artifacts. Look at this, like this is a cave with Roman ruins, and you have to find a way. Like I don't know, like the feeling of discovery is very similar to the one. You can go up top, and there's like an opal, I think. Nothing huge. Like, the feeling of discovery is very similar to the one from Origins. Like doing the tombs in Origins, it's not there. Oh, because I got it in my game. Okay, so in my save I already got the opals, so you cannot find it. You cannot find them again. It does, like I was saying, it does feel the feeling of discovery and like wanting to know more about what's in front of you. It's kind of similar to the tombs in Origins, and also the ones in AC2. So yeah, I really like this kind of content. I complained a lot about most of the other post-launch content. This one, it gets my seal of approval, I would say. I took so many photos in these, especially the first one, in the Boudica one. And there's I took less pictures in the third one because I wanted to get to the end. But there's a lot of photo mode opportunities in the third one, which has the ice theme. So you can imagine, maybe we're gonna get there, but you can imagine you have to go in the platform and find a way to open. You can imagine like this underground icy cave that has Roman ruins in there, and there are like glass walls, and at the end there's like Isu architecture. It's pretty cool, actually. Thank Chris for coming. It was so nice. Chris is sending his regards to Sary. The tombs were there in Revelations, which contain these two discs. Exactly. I would say thank you for mentioning that, Vivek, because this one specifically, the one with waterfalls and rivers inside, it did remind me a lot of the Revelations tombs, because there was one in an underground river cave-like environment. So yeah, you have to put it on the platform. This one, yeah, and on inside, and on the platform that you were trying to reach, there's another weight that you have to put in here. Oh, you put it already? Okay. Didn't find fourth. I don't think there is. Like if nobody is able to find the fourth, it's possible that it has to still be added. I'm not sure. Tailgate. Could AC Infinity have more modern settings in it? When, for starters, thanks. Welcome to the stream. I hope so too. I would actually imagine that the modern day might be the gluing part, like the glue that connects all the historical part in Infinity. So I would imagine it to be more like an external part rather than a... Yeah, it's that direction. Sorry. So I hope so, yes. But you can also consider that through the Animus you can also see recent memories. So they could also have like modern day kind of memories about the last few, I don't know, 10 or 20 years that will still feel like modern day without having a proper modern day setting. So they can do anything with Infinity if Infinity is actually going to see the light of day. We still don't know yet, even though they actually announced it as like a huge project. So I don't see them backing down at this point. The Norse Isu helmets worn by the guards in the Hidden Truth flashbacks gave me Tron Legacy vibes. Yes, I agree. I'm not a huge connoisseur of Tron and the Tron universe, but like visually they did feel like Tron and the Daft Punk kind of vibes. I agree. After completing the tomb, you discover. Yes, I'm not gonna spoil that. I'm not gonna mention that, but yes, there's one of the tombs that is holding something about the Mastery Challenge story. I would like to see the Connor and Edward outfits in the game. I'm not a huge. I'm a fan of Legacy outfits. I don't use them that much, but I know that a lot of people do. I usually try and have my character, like Eivor or Cassandra or whoever that is, like dressed when it's possible, at least like to have them dressed as historically accurate as possible, and to have less stuff out of that historical period. But I do understand why like fans have always been asking for the Legacy outfits. They have been a staple for every game since, I don't know, Brotherhood, probably, maybe even AC2. Sary gets angry if I suggest her what to do. See, I didn't have to do that because she's very good with puzzles. Actually, honestly, I'm surprised I was able to do the puzzles myself without Sary's help. So yeah, that shows that they are not too hard. I usually just leave the canon outfit. Yeah, that's probably the best feeling, especially when you're doing story parts. What I'm doing, if there's a new outfit that is added for I don't know, for a DLC, like, oh my god, good. Careful. If there's a new outfit that is added for a DLC and the DLC is somewhere else, then I'm using those, like the Francia or the Ireland outfits. I used those because they felt more proper in Ireland and Francia. Oh, is that like a bug? Can you still get it without hitting? Yes, good job. Unrelated to this game, but I recommend the Tron spin-off cartoon Tron Uprising. I don't remember if I watched it. I don't think I watched it. Well, thanks for the suggestion. I'll have a look for sure. They should add the oiled outfit, or not. They could also not add the oiled outfit from Odyssey. I mean, everyone has what they like, so. We'll just Vivek, maybe we will try and do that in the future. Wink, wink. The words. I'm winking at the words. But anyway, yes, yeah. You also play with the main outfit. I think it's the best feeling when you're playing, especially as playing a story within England, like the Mastery Challenge story. Could be nice played as, like, proper Eivor. So yeah, even this one On this one, I spent so much time, and then I found that this solution was in front of me. I'm sure Sary will be much faster than I was. So now I think we are left with the last pillar that needs to be removed. And Sary has to find a way inside this Roman building. And she has found a way, but it's not the actual one. It was asked before in the chat. This tomb and the other one also have a dedicated way out. And the one that Sary found was. No, I don't. You cannot come here. There is a cord here. You have to walk over it. On from there. There we go. So as you can see, like you can if you find the start of the road you have to take, everything else is like laid there for you. Like there's always like white or yellow prompts as to what you have to do. And it's like, to me, this is super interesting. Like, this is like walking in the past, in history, like in Roman ruins, and doing stuff to uncover mysteries. Like this is one of the features that I've always liked about Assassin's Creed. I wouldn't say it got lost, but there's surely less of this in the current ACs. In Valhalla, I always use the normal outfit or some other that actually make me feel like a Viking. I agree with that. I prefer to feel like an assassin, but I feel what you're meaning. Like you're saying, I don't want to dress as another, like a character that is out of place. Like Eivor is a Viking, so you need to feel like a Viking and not like, I don't know, a person from another era. I'm gonna solve it immediately for Sary, but there it is. It took me 20 minutes to find this one as well. I spent so much time. Yeah, the one added with the set added with the Discovery Tour is also pretty nice, because that's very much historical. You can't get more historical than that in Valhalla, because it's a proper, like, it's a set that is based on historical findings, but it's also based on Saxons. So you are dressing Eivor as a Saxon. So if you like that kind of stuff, yes. It depends really on your liking. And now we are getting to the end of the second tomb, and we are going to potentially meet another Briton called Cassivellaunus. I'm gonna get back to that Zuxia after the cutscene.
Stranger, in life I was Cassivellaunus. I faced Gaius Caesar, called Julius, a clever man. We Britons had long fought each other, but the sea spewed forth Romans in their thousands. I rode to my enemies, the Atrebates, the Iceni, the Cantiaci, beseeching each to join together. United, we awaited the legions and their cowardly turtle. Much blood was spilled, battles won and lost. Caesar declared victory and returned to Rome. But note well, stranger, he never came back.
At least he never came back. As you can see, there's also here some incense or whatever, like drugs or any kind of like this kind of like dust moving around, and that is
How is it I'm so good at this?
a way to justify Cassivellaunus telling his story. And we have found the breastplate for the fallen hero set. As I mentioned earlier, there's pieces of the set scattered across all the 4 tombs that are available now. Opinion on this so far, getting back to your question, at last, Master Assassin Zuxia. Like I said, like pretty positively impressed. I really like this kind of content. It doesn't require too much time to do. It peaks on your brain because you have to solve the puzzles, which are not too difficult anyway. It has history, it has the Britons, the Romans, like it has layers of story or of history. Like there's Isu locations, and then there were Britons, and then after that the Romans came, and then we have a Viking on top of this. Like this is super interesting, in my opinion, even just visually. And a lot of first civilization architecture. Very, very cool, honestly. Yeah, Caesar never came back for some reason. Yeah, I also don't think the ghost is talking to her. I think it's more like the effect of the drugs. Or it's a pre-recorded message, but there's no evidence showing that it's an actual message from the past. Okay, as you can see, Sary is showing you like all the intricacies of the tomb. And after she's done exploring, we're gonna have to find a way out. And we're going to see some. Oh no. Okay, let's go. There's at some point, Sary, I'm gonna tell you to just jump off a zipline, because that's where we're gonna find our second artifact. You enjoyed? Are you sad, or did you enjoy that they didn't do all the 9 rooms? As you can see, this is like the way out. I don't think there's any Odin Runes in Paris, but I don't know, there are some in Ireland, so I think that halfway through the zipline you have to jump off. Like here, it's fine. And then you have to jump down here, and super hidden within the water you will find the second artifact. So you can use the stream also as a guide, in a way. And there it is. And when we get out, Eeyore will talk again. And she says something, and she speaks nonsense. Or is she? AC la la la. Yes. Are there any Odin runes in Paris? Yeah, I answered already. I don't think there is. Do you think the block path under Saint Denis Church could be related to these runes? No. I don't think so. I think that the blocked path is just there and it will stay blocked. I think the idea there was to just show us the Isu language so that some member of the community could go to the Saint Denis Cathedral in real life. And I think that's it. I think there's not going to be anything more there. Oh, Mateus, you were expecting a little more. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what did you expect? What were your expectations while going into this kind of content? Yeah, there's artifacts. There's one artifact for each tomb. They're very hidden, Zuxio. So I really suggest you check every nook and cranny, because I'm not sure if they are highlighted with Eagle Vision. The other one is in Nottinghamshire, and it's exactly close to one of the fast travel points. Could be this one. No. Are we in Nottinghamshire? Yes. Is it this one? No. La la la. I'm gonna find it, I'm sure. Is it not in Nottinghamshire? I don't remember anymore. There we go, it's here. It's in Yorkshire. Sorry. My bad. It's here. Well, hopefully, Master. Hopefully. I don't think that's like there's
See, Sunan?
not enough to translate. Or better, there's not enough to make a proper video about it, I think. But we can still have... I'd like to still have a video about this kind of content, like about the Tombs of the Fallen, that goes into the story. Some analysis here and there. So yes, maybe we can have the what you asked about.
What adventure awaits within?
The tombs are not mentioned in the map. No, they're not signaled in any way, and the reason for that is that this is not a quest. This is an activity.
A steep drop.
As you can see, this tomb is all about ice, and you have to be very careful. You can also go on the side, or you can jump. Nah. Nice. I did all the like long road. Sary is much more practical. So no, they're not signaled in the map, but if you start the quest in Ravensthorpe at the docks, there's a few people around, some animals that will trigger you to go to the first tomb, which is very close to Ravensthorpe, and in there you're gonna find a map, so you can take a picture of that and see where the locations are telling you to go, but there's no indicators on the map. So the alternative is to go back to this stream and find the locations. We actually showed you guys all the 4 locations now, so you can just go back here and find them. There is not a person telling us about the tombs, but there is not a character, like a 3D model that is talking to us, but there are actually all the documents that are telling us about the tombs, and they're not encouraging us to go. Actually, the tombs are made so that people do not go there and do not find what is there. Oh man, Skada, you're too kind. Another piece of art. Come on. You're too kind. Forest of Sherwood in England DLC, Robin Hood. I think we are too far from the historical period of Robin Hood. And this is the third and final Prince of Persia-like introduction. Yes, I believe the artifacts have something to do with the big door in the first tomb, but I don't think that that what has to be done there, I don't think that has been found, nor it's not even obvious that something has to be done there yet. I wonder if the Isu created sentient AIs. Technically, I mean, I would say yes, in a way. Some of the messages are sent across time by the Isu, the ones that are read by Desmond or Layla. And sometimes these messages actually interact with Desmond or Ezio. So there are sentient AIs, like the consciences. I can't think of a proper example, but I'm pretty sure that sentient AIs have already been done by the Isu. Is the Isle of Skye soon? Nobody knows, honestly. Could be at any time. And it could be this year or next year. Who knows? The tombs remind of some of the puzzles in Rise of the Tomb Raider. I never played the game, but I can absolutely understand that. MC 2.0 and more tombs coming for sure. Yes, I also believe that's the case. Mastery Challenge 2 has to come at some point, both because of gameplay reasons. Surely they will find more environments to place the Mastery Challenges, like they did with River Raids. And also the story has to go on, of course. And more tombs as well. Like the Odin Runes are flashing now. Even in Ireland, it was mentioned in the chat. So for sure, there's going to be more tombs coming. So you have to find a ball, a weight, and put it here. Yeah, that's the direction. Sorry?
That's where it came from.
Yeah, but you have to go down. Did you get here?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I don't think the Isu were humans. I feel they just presented in human form, so Ubisoft can show them in the games. No, I think they were actually kind of confirmed to be humanoid, in that they were taller than the humans, and especially that's shown both more prominently in the older games, like in the Desmond games. You can see that Minerva, Juno, and even Tinia, Jupiter, are taller, much taller than Desmond. After that, like the Isu were redimensioned to a smaller size, I would say. But yeah, it within the lore, it is like the humans were created out of the apes, but like they have most of the features from the Isu DNA as well. So, what do you think is the story of these runes? Did Odin build them? Maybe, hopefully. Like, if this is tied to the Mastery Challenge story, this could be tied to Odin. There, on the other chord. This could be tied to Odin or Freya, because the Mastery Challenge was heavily focused on Freya and the Valkyries, and then had a few documents about how Odin mistreated the Valkyries, as he basically did with every other character. So yes. I'm going to play the Siege of Paris DLC soon, now that I have cleared a part of your backlog, of my backlog. Good job, Tailgate. Go and play it. Go with an open mind, because there's some stuff that hardcore fans didn't really like about how the Hidden Ones were treated in there. But there's some Hidden Ones content in there, along with a historical story. So enjoy the DLC. Other runes are glowing. I just wonder if we can solve the Firefly Mystery. Is there a Firefly Mystery? It is fishy to add 200 in the games if you need only one. I don't think... I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I know there was some user within the community that got at least that. I wonder how their pond in Ravensthorpe looked like. Like, must be like full of light. And now we have the second part of the dungeon. Subject 16 leaves Desmond some memories of the Isu time, and you can see they were humanoid. Yes! That's also proof right there that they were humanoids. Wow. I didn't do all of this. I just shot arrows from places. I'm sorry? I'm sorry. Hey Theo, welcome to the stream. Hey Ghostface, welcome to the stream. Well, your name and avatar is pretty suitable for the upcoming Oscaria festival. It's like the Wild Hunt festival. It has gloomy environments, kind of like Halloween-like, but not really. Something tailored for, at least for your username and avatar.
From where? Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
I collected almost every single one. Was it you, Skada? Maybe it was you that got all the... I think I saw somebody that got all the... Or most of the fairies. Oh, come on. How are they called? Fireflies. Why did I say fairies? I was thinking of Zelda, probably. I'm being very romantic, I know. English heroes buried under Norse god runes. Yeah, ish. Yes, ish. The thing is, there's a story explanation for that. Again, ish. Like the Odin rune can be, maybe there's like a story explanation that ascribes the Odin rune to the Isu, or to the Isu that lived in here. So maybe that's the case, and somehow the Britons found access to the tombs and placed their leaders' coffins in there. So there is a story explanation for that, even if it's a tiny one. Yeah, I also don't have like huge expectations about the festival. Because I would say the festivals are visually appealing, but then especially the Yule one was pretty interesting to look at. But then when you play, they are pretty repetitive, and the quests are not that interesting. Most of the time they are like fetch quests or very short ones. The festival stuff is usually completed in try again in what, 1 hour or 2 hours at best. So you can do it, you can do it. Come on, sorry. Up. Did you? No, I don't think so. I know I'm late, but is there a level you have to be to play at this part of the game? No. No level, because this is not a fighting mode. Sorry? Okay. This is not a fighting mode. This is pure exploration and navigation and environmental puzzles. At best, you will have to use your bow, as Sary is trying to do here. But you will not have to fight, so you don't need any level here to be able to make it. Can I try? Let me see. Let's see. There we go. Yes, yeah. The festivals are like 1 or 2 hours and done. To be honest, if you rush through the tubes in here, you will be done in 2 hours as well, probably, if you are very good with the puzzles. To me, it took more than that because I stopped so many times to take pictures because the environments are really great. They're really beautiful. And they look cool, and we're not even playing in 4K. I cannot even imagine how beautiful they can be, like in 4K. Is there a reward for completing all the tombs? We still don't know yet. Like, you complete all the tombs. There is a reward. There's an equipment set that you actually collect while you do the tombs. But there should be something else to do, probably, because you can gather artifacts while you do the tombs. But as of now, nobody has been able to do anything with the artifacts at the for now. Hagen Power was asking why we were shooting to the side always, because we were just missing. But we made it at last. I want to see how they're going to make the new Atgear feel different from the two-handed weapons. Yes, I honestly, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see, even though I think it's at least 2 months away. All the mythological upcoming content. Look at this. Like, this is sort of like an aqueduct or something. Like, all these tubes are so nice to look at. Really like this. You feel like this was supposed to launch with the game. Why do you feel like that, Aditya? Is it because it feels like very well crafted? Or like because of the visuals, or because of the ISO stuff? Piotr, yes. We don't know when the other 5 tombs will be available. Probably it's going to be a second Tombs of the Fallen update or activity. At this point, fans already know where all the locations are, so it's only a matter of the devs being able to prepare all the content. So we just need to be patient. And to be honest, if they want to create like a full second year of content, I do see why some of these stories are cut in half, and there's more. There's going to be more later on. Yeah, I agree with that. I understand what you mean, Aditya. That the rune spots were a year before the release. Honestly, we don't even know if this was the actual plan. Like, maybe the Odin Runes in the beginning were meant to be something completely different. And then it was changed to this. Maybe that's why it took almost a year to have this released. Or maybe this was the plan all along. And it took, like, maybe they just, like, the devs had different priorities, and so it took them more time to do this. In the meantime, we are seeing Sary going through all the puzzles that Manu set in order to bring this pillar to the main location. And now there's this part. Is it blocked? Okay. This is done. So the first, or should I say second part of this dungeon is done. We just need to do the third one. And you guys are so many, like this. I know I say it every time because I'm always surprised to see a lot of people in the stream. But this time, for the Tombs of the Fallen, I don't know if it's... You would imagine that pre-announcing having a stream would get more people in the stream. I know that's not like rocket science, but still, I'm so happy that there's so many of you watching at the same time. We've been streaming for how much time? 2 hours? Sorry? No idea. Yeah, it's been like 1 hour, bit more, 1 hour and a half. What happens afterwards? We don't know yet. We don't know even if it's supposed to happen, if anything is supposed to happen at this point. Yeah. Where are the additional artifacts you can find in the tombs? I found one in the Boudica's tomb, but can't find the others. Jude, we are going to show you the one that you can find in the Cassivellaunus tomb in a few. And for the, in the Venusius tomb, this one, we're gonna show you later where to find it. And instead, for the one in the Cassivellaunus tomb, I suggest you go back in the stream and we show where that is. To put it, to make it fast, basically on the road back, after you have completed the tomb. There is a zip line, and instead of completing the zip line, you have to jump off while you're going through the zip line. And there's like some kind of water stream. You have to follow it and go underwater, and you will find the artifact there. Thank you, Aquila. You're so kind. You're so very kind. Oh my god, like Aquila is saying, I enjoy watching your streams over watching a TV show on a streaming service while I work. You're so very kind. Yeah, maybe there's a fourth artifact in the first tomb, and that will open up something. Or not, who knows? Yeah, Basim is seeing all of this, which he gets the last laugh on Eivor. Yes. Hello Skatha, welcome back. Someone timestamp each artifact location after the stream. Yes, we're gonna try and put it in the description. See if we can timestamp that. What are we going to do with the excess 5 fabric that we got from the tomb chest? 5 fabric? I don't know. Probably nothing. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that.
There was someone wanting the oil.
What? Sorry?
There was someone wanting the oil outfit.
Oh, right. Yeah, but when they asked about the oily outfit from Odyssey, they meant the oil for the Olympics.
Well, that's what I can give.
Yeah, that's what we can have. That was an oily outfit. Okay. I like watching your content because it goes into much detail than the other streamers. Thank you so much. It really I really like when you guys are enjoying all the effort that we're putting into all the content that we're doing. Going into detail can be both positive and negative. I believe going so much into detail sometimes, especially in our videos, means that the content is not for everyone. Sometimes people can get bored because we stay there and talk about the same stuff over and over again. A lot of easy stuff on our channel that some standard players might not necessarily be interested in. But the people that do watch our content, they do stay there for minutes over minutes, especially on our analysis videos. So thank you guys for always being here. The key is you should go back where you were. There should be a hole in the ground that you have to create somewhere here, around here. This is where you came from, or the new area? Where you came from? So it should be in the other. One of these 2 rooms should have a hole in the ground. This is where you came from. No? Okay. I think there is. Okay. Just go on. There should be. The key is underneath you, said GTA 666. Should be underneath here somewhere. Come on, are we missing it? We're gonna find it for sure. Because I was able to find it pretty easily, while I wasn't able to find the other ones. There? No. Hey Lagarde, welcome to the stream! You made it to this one as well. Is it underneath here? I don't think it is. Hey Kage! Just got back from math and science class. Glad the stream is still going. Yes. We're trying to do all the tombs. This one is the 3rd and final one. Or shall we call it 4th and final one? But we are missing... Okay, there we go. We were missing a whole area. Yes. And in this area there should be a hole in the ground somewhere, either here or here. But let's go back to your comments while Sary is looking for the next part. There's a theory around that. Oh, I'm missing some of the content of the comments. It is interesting how they are portraying the Isu people with different characteristics depending on the area of the planet. Isu from Greece has slightly different characteristics from the Isu from Egypt and the Rome area, and as now shows the differences from the northern Isu from the Asgardian part. How will they portray the Isu further north on the planet, or even Isu who lived in the area of Russia today, or Hindu Isu like Durga, who had four arms? Not to mention what the Isu would be in the past, in what are now China, Japan, Central America, Latin America, and other areas. Yes. I think they made the right choice to branch off and have more. I mean, I did like how it was before as well, like with all the deities across the world, all being a reference to the same members of the Isu civilization. But I also understand how that can be a bit limiting, in that wherever you're going, in every historical time period, in every location, talking about the same Isu over and over and over again can be a bit boring after a few iterations and years. In this case, you're having more characters, more stories, and you can tell different sides of the first. Like, you can actually have a proper civilization. It's not just called civilization, but made up of 12 people. Like, this is a proper civilization that has different areas, different groups, political struggles and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, honestly. If it isn't Eivor's grave, how is it Layla reliving his memories? I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. The one in the modern day is Eivor's grave. Pretty sure. I wonder how they will do the Isu in Infinity. That's an interesting question, because... Sorry?
I wonder if...
Well, hopefully they will have the Isu and the assassins in there. Who knows, really, at this point. But yeah, I mean, depending on what kind of story they're going to tell with Infinity, we might have like a super developed story of the first civilization, or a very narrow one, depending how much attention they want to put on the elements for the hardcore fans rather than the elements for the casual ones. It all depends on what they are aiming for. I'm waiting for a Brazilian story in Assassin's Creed my whole life. Maybe in Infinity. I'd love to see AC in Brazil. I don't think I know a lot about the history of Brazil. It would be pretty nice, and I'm sure that the environments in that game would look amazing. So I've been to Brazil when I was a kid. I'd like to go back at some point. Good job, Sary, you made it. You kinda made it, but you cannot make it here. But yes. Have you ever drunk mead? I drank beer, but I don't think that mead and beer are the same thing. I don't think I drank. I don't think I ever did that. So cool they have done this update. Yes. I am really enjoying it. I wonder if they will do free content related to the vault behind the door in Vinland, the one where they had the artifact, and said it wasn't for them. I don't think so. The vault there is the vault from AC3, so basically that was a nod. And it's when it says this is not for them, it's basically a nod to say that that vault was for Desmond in AC3. So that's the reason why the game is not going into that. And this is the final cutscene of the final tomb of the first part of the Tombs of the Fallen.
Who disturbs my rest? I am Venutius of the Brigantes. Romans came from the sea to parade in their skirts and finery with short, flat swords. My chieftain wife threw in with them. They beguiled her with cloth and gold. She even betrayed Caraticus, gave him to the Romans as a gift. Then she betrayed me. She took my armor-bearer as her lover. So I turned on her Roman patrons. For years I hewed down their foot soldiers and disemboweled their horses. For this, they took my head. Worse luck for them. I have it here.
And that was it for the final cutscene. We had Venutius and his head. Again, Eivor didn't talk to them, which again hints at this being more like an hallucination.
Be the last of it.
And this was the final part of the Fallen One outfit. We can put it on, and we shall remove it from the... Thank you, Sary. So this is how the outfit looks. And yeah, if we have a... And Sary is adding a proper sword to match the outfit. Good job, Sary. And Odin's arc, of course. As you can see, this is not exactly like the Isu. You're not getting the huge shield.
No.
Mjolnir is better, of course. He's your favorite ghost, yes. What shield was that? Zuxio was asking. I think it was... No, it's up. Go up, please go up. Nope, too much. Slightly down. Again, on the right. It's this one. It was the Draker shield. And you get it in that size and that colors. This colors when you do the 3 upgrades. And this is a more proper shield. And now that we are fully Isu, we have to go back. Well, we have to explore. Sary has to explore as usual. And then we have the way back. And in there we're gonna find our 3rd artifact. That helmet makes Eivor look like Juggernaut from the Marvel comics. Yes, a bit. Yes, true. Not too bad not too shabby as an outfit with all the weaponry. You seem ready to go at war in an Isu war. Okay, so in this thing, you're gonna do the same thing. Like mid zip line, you can even just jump down. And in here, we're not gonna find only the artifact, because we have to find a tiny way. We have like bones of a mammoth and everything, and then there's a tiny way that leads us. There we go. There we go. So guys, if you don't want to be too spoiled here, but it's only a document, but this is where the Tombs of the Fallen tie to the Mastery challenges. So we have a new tomb here. It's not about the Britons, or maybe it is. Remember that this is an Isu tomb, and we can read what it is about. This is the first note from Hildiran. Hildiran is the main, is the lady character from the Mastery Challenge mode. And it says, in my explorations, I have come upon this ancient cell. I have meditated here and have heard voices of the past, as though my ancestors' memories flow and surge in my blood. If you remember, she had like memories of a Valkyrie kind of ancestor from the Isu times. Could it be? Are the legends my mother told me true? Was this the place my long ago forebear was imprisoned? A tale of betrayal by the gods themselves runs in my veins. A tale of a Valkyrie crashing to the earth. A tale of vengeance I must take. So this is where Ildiran ancestor was imprisoned and possibly died. So this is pretty interesting. And this is where we can find the artifact. And another interesting word there. And of course, let's steal from the dead, because that's what Eivor does. Oh yes, Scatha. This is the, I'm gonna try and have even just a tiny video, depending on I just have to think through like what topics to add in the video. I already know a bit of what I'd like to mention here. We can have some theories as well. And then, have we read this already? I don't think I've read this. I found evidence of restraints. Perhaps these were used as places of confinement for beasts or men. If only I could breach the final entrance, what wonders I might discover. So these tombs specifically were used as restraints, and apparently these were like Isu prisons, which is pretty interesting. The only Isu we know that were imprisoned is Fenrir, but I don't think we're talking about Fenrir here. Who knows? There is a second note there. Go back, Sary, go back, Sary, go back. There is a second note there. Note there. There is a letter in the wall. There are another note in the snow. Let's go back. Guys, tell us where, because I missed it too. Go back to the first tomb. There's one more note in there. Oh guys, so many of you saying this. Where was the other note? Behind the tomb there is another letter. There we go. I'm reading it live, because I never saw it. I return to this ancient prison from time to time to think of my mother and what she told me. It is quiet. Thoughts of my many generations ago grandmother, held captive here, bring memories of my mother's words. When Freya's medallion senses the presence of the one eye, then, only then, will my long ago grandmother's legacy be revealed. Oof. Yes, Skada, I have to make a video about this. Even more after this, because it basically says that the medallion that Hildiran has and the Odin Eye artifact that she got at the end of the Mastery Challenge story, they react to one another. You like our English? Is that ironic? I remember like one of the first interviews that I did for ATA. It was with a developer, a French developer for Unity that had lived in Singapore for years. And I remember the first comment in that interview on YouTube was something like, "There's a lot of accents in there." So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm trying to do my best with English, but I'm sure you can feel and hear the Italian accent in there. Have you tried meditating in that little room? No, we haven't. You're going back, sir? I mean, it's saying there compulsively that Hildiram was meditating, so... But can you go back without making the rounds? I don't think so. Ah, you can't. Shall we try? And we got our dog here. She hasn't barked for the entire stream, which is kind of classic for a stream at Access the Animus. It's feeling weird without her barks. Bayek deserves a sequel. Yeah, I agree. There's been a lot of discussions about how the women character were treated in Origins and Odyssey. Aya especially. Still, I did love Bayek as a character, so I wouldn't mind a sequel for him. And even a story for Aya. She deserves a story, honestly. Even though a lot of that was already told in the comics. But it wouldn't be too bad to have more story with Aya. Yeah, probably it's better. As hardcore fans, as Assassin's fans, it would be much better to have an Aya sequel. Because she did stuff in Rome, she dealt with Julius Caesar and everything, and then later with Marcus Antonius, I think, and Octavianus. Look at that! Can we have a turnaround of this? Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. We've been discussing the entire stream about how it looks much cooler to have a proper, an attire very proper to the historical time, but from time to time. And then, before we finish the stream, we can also like enhance the gear. But before that, let's try and go back to the main Odin Rune location, which is basically down there, and see if we can do anything with the artifacts, or if we can find a fourth artifact. I don't expect to see the ending of every assassin, because that's also a way to get down in the tomb. They rarely want to go to the end of a character and tell their final moments. I never got why. They did with Ezio because Ezio was like a larger than life character. They did with Altair because he was tied to Ezio and Desmond. And then it was rarer. So let's see if we can do anything here. There's no prompt. If you guys have any suggestions as to what we can try and do here, go check the map and see how the holes appeared where the marks for each tomb. Yes, this is something that can be noticed. Like before that, we had like these elements that came out of the wall and that showed the locations. And now when you complete the for each location, when you complete them, these I don't know how to call them, like these
Apples.
Sorry?
Apples.
They're not apples.
They seem like.
But they are holes. They're not actual apples. They're holes in the wall. They're spherical. I'll give you that. But yeah, like these are the former locations of the tombs before they were completed. So let's try and go to the door, see if we can do that. But I don't think we can. Sealed tight. No way to open this. She even said this. Is that a way to tell us that we're that we still have to have like a second part of this? Probably, maybe. Stand on the ground at the bottom. Well, we did try that, but it didn't. Like, actually, Eivor said there's no way to open this, so it's kind of like a way for the devs to tell us you can't right now. What a teaser. Maybe this Tuesday or December, or maybe next year. Who knows? Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I think they are. They're not telling the full story for them to have more content to release for free next year, for year 2. So that's why Mastery Challenge wasn't completed and this wasn't completed as well. We might get more River Raids maps in the future and stuff like that. That's in order to have year 2, basically, along with the PED DLCs that will surely come. Talking to her, you mean Hildiran? Victor? You tried to talk to Hildiran? Alright, so we cannot do anything here. So before we wrap up, we can actually go to our gunner and upgrade our items. And then we can show you the mid version and the final version of the outfit. If we have enough resources. I'm not really sure if we have them. Maybe we can buy some of those. Try to get on the X with the zip line. Could be another way to try. I don't think it works because if you stand there, they don't say, like it says you cannot, like it says it's sealed tight. So I don't think that I jump on the X, even though the X always shows marks the location. But okay, let's enhance to the second level all the items. So we have the breastplate. The second level, I've seen only the second one in game. Basically, it clears all the rust from all the metal parts, as you can see. It becomes proper metal along with the yellow light of the Isu items. Hildiran talk, no results. Okay, she says the same things over and over. I guess that's because there needs to be a new patch for that, probably. What about Stonehenge Vault? Could these artifacts be used there? I don't think so. Could try and go there. But I think they are really tied to the location in there. So as we get to the location here in front of Ravensthorpe, as you can see, the should turn it towards the light. There we go. We have all the metal is cleaned here, and the helmet has yellow light over it as well. And then if you put on the hood, you can actually show. Oh, that's pretty cool. Good idea, sorry. And then the hood shows that you have a cape that is a bit more detailed. even though it still has to be upgraded even more. But it's pretty cool already in this version. I really like that. And I always like blue, so. And we have this. I didn't see that. It's like an angel. Sort of like an angel. It's a bit of a letdown the way it ends, because it's like it doesn't end. At least they gave us a full item set.
This will serve you well.
And those Hildiran documents, which are pretty cool. Oh, look at that! The enhancement is pretty cool. The helmet has more engravings. I have high hopes for the hood, which is going to be orange, right? Yes, it's blue and orange. That's pretty cool. The breastplate is the one we saw in the screenshots already, so it should be more orange. Not so much orange, actually. And then we have the graves. Very good. So it is super orange. Didn't look like that in the pictures.
Wow.
Look at that. Well, that's pretty cool.
Should be night.
Should be night. Maybe you can take some pictures here and then we can turn into night. Or we can just save later and take the pictures later. That's pretty cool. Not too shabby, not too shabby. They make the shoulder pads way too damn big. I agree with that. They always look so huge. That's been the case since Brotherhood, really. Like, a lot of the armor sets or equipment sets have always been. Look at that. Glowing in dark. Not too bad, not too bad. Kind of like this outfit. It is Isu, but it's not overly Isu. It's kind of okay. Do like that. Kind of like almost everything about this update, honestly. Look at you. You can just go like this, and then you can try and see how it looks while having the hood. But this way you can see all the equipment. That's cool. There seems to be only 3 artifacts. Yes, that's the case, at least for now. The perks are awesome, yes. Can we have a look at the perks, Sary? You can just go on one of those. Getting hit drops a pulse that explodes after a delay, dealing damage in an area and knocking down the enemies. We can go to an enemy area and see how this goes. Yeah, it's the same for the entire set. Let's have a look at the map and go in.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to...
Oh, you want to go to Hildiran and talk to her? It's on the other side, I think. I don't remember where she is. It's not on this side of the settlement. Yeah, it's around there, should be, if I remember correctly. Oh. It's behind the Irish area, so it's should be here. Yeah, there. Let's try and talk to her, but as you guys mentioned in the chat, I don't think anything is gonna happen. See shop. And so
I need nothing
there.
You should go train then.
Dear Hildiran, you're hiding stuff from us. That was nice. Jumping on the horse while they were jumping. We can have a look at the map and find a fighting location. Anyone, any of those goes. The garrison in Winchester. It's fine. There's a lot of enemies in there. What do you believe these new artifacts will do? Like Odin Eye or these new ones? Well, the note says that that Hildiran note mentioned that that the Freya artifact and the Odin artifact work together. I think that the 3 artifacts, along with some more artifacts, are going to open actually the door in that in the first tomb. But there might be more stuff to come along with that. What was Cassandra doing all this stuff all this time? I don't know. Prepping Greek cheese. Okay. Oh, there's an icon for the social stealth. That's new. You should be hit and see what happens. Guys, can you hit Eivor, please? Oof! Really? Wow, okay. Is that a little overpowered? Oh, it happens only once. Okay. That's pretty cool. Even the visuals of the animation were pretty okay. Does it happen again? I wonder. Let's see if he hits you. Yes. It has like a loading time. Wow. That was slightly... Oh my god. The icon for social stealth. You just need social stealth to be more useful within quests. The effect is pretty cool, honestly. For all we know, yeah, Cassandra could be in the Isle of Skye, yes. Or maybe she's there only for the time being when Eivor is going to meet her. And I think that's it. Actually, for once we were able to show you all. We can show you the skills, maybe. If we go in the skills menu, there's going to be 3 more skills. 1, 2, and 3. And they are... Were they already completed? Yeah, I think they were already completed through the skill points. Let me check. It indicated this one. No? Arrow looter. Survival instinct. Loot food. Unstoppable. Where are they? Did we miss those? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Improved stun bow. Initiating the bow stun finisher will shoot all enemies in view. And then there should be that one. It's perfect parry. That's pretty cool. Perfect parry was in Unity. I think it was in Origins as well. I'm not sure if it was in Odyssey. And then there's this one. Master counter roll. That's so cool. Okay. Sary, you need to try this. But you don't have skill points. Reset. Yeah. You can just complete that one. Can you complete that one?
I think so.
Acquire. And then you can do the full completion, can you? I think you can. Oh, auto assign, yeah. There we go. Maybe we can just wrap up by showing you guys this counter roll thing with enemies, if we can find the huge enemies that are attacking us again. I'm actually telling you guys we want to show you, but actually I want to see it myself in action. And then after this we'll be done. These guys attack us. Okay, no. Try again. No. Try again. No, not the perfect parry. I want to try the counter roll, which usually is easy with these guys. Look at that! It's so cool. It doesn't do any damage. Well, this does. This is so cool. Okay. So basically, that was the counter roll with the hidden blade attack. Would have been much cooler if you actually hit and killed the guy, but maybe at the same time it would have kind of like broken the combat at the same time. I do like ending my night with a nice roll. Alright, I think that's it. Let's hit more brutes. Our item set, which is absolutely amazing. Like the bird is super. Have to roll against him. Do you want to try? Ah, okay. Alright, I think that is it. We've been streaming for 2 hours now, but we were able to see everything we could see and find about the Tombs of the Fallen content. So this also proves Sary. Sary! That you can finish the Tombs of the Fallen content in around 2 hours, 3 hours if you're slow like me and take pictures at every step of the way. Can you show us the one-handed sword they added to the Ubisoft Connect reward? Of course! We maybe should turn back to the daylight, and then we can show you the Valravan Sword. Sorry, Valravan's Claw. One-handed sword, which is the one-handed sword that was designed by the members of the Mentors Guild, and some of the members of here at Access the Animus are there we go, are also members of the Mentors Guild, so we worked on this, on the design. Then the actual creation and placement in game was of course done by the developers. This is the sword. As you can see, it has a hilt with the Valhalla logo. The pommel has the 2 ravens, Odin's ravens, like he has like 2 beaks, and then there are runes on the blade, and those runes mean guild because it was designed by the Mentors Guild. Actually, in our original idea, the runes would enlighten, when they would have like a blue kind of light when you hit enemies, but the developers didn't add that. But yeah, this is pretty much the Valravan Sword. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us once again. So numerous. I'm so surprised and happy to see all of you gathered with us here. Thank you all, and if you stayed with us along the way up until here, I'd suggest you already to mark on the calendars that we're gonna have probably a stream on Thursday as well to show you the Oscaria festival in Valhalla. So we are gonna have to avenge Shug. I'm not gonna read that. So yeah, on Thursday we're gonna try and have a stream about the Oscaria festival, the activities and rewards, and we're probably gonna have it at the same time, roughly, so 7 or 8 p.m. CET, so roughly this time, minus 2 hours. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the night or the day. Enjoy the Tombs of the Fallen content and everything that was added with the patch 1.4.0. And we will see you guys in our next video or in our next stream. Bye bye.